first let's talk about what is caster angle.
Caster is how far the C's are rolled back, and that will force your tire into the ground, basically. If you've ever driven a vehicle that feels really light in the front end and it's kind of like you're floating, it's because it doesn't have enough caster.
And when you lift a vehicle, if they don't have adjustable control arms,
correct,
what tends to happen is you lose that caster because
correct,
you're lifting the vehicle up and the axle's rotating forward.
Yeah.
Now, if someone's building a custom axle, caster versus pinion angle, what pinion angle do you suggest specifically on a front axle?
Well, depends on what kind of drive shaft you have. So you want the pinion to point at the transfer case. Whereas if you have a 2-joint shaft, just a single joint at the T-case and a single at the axle, then in theory you would want them parallel. However, even in a 2-joint shaft, typically in a front, you do want to turn the pinion up some, because as it droops out, that angle starts to get, if you run straight parallel, when it droops out, that angle starts to get really difficult to not bind your drive shaft.
Yeah, so even if just at a standard would be about a 10-degree up on this.
Correct.
10 degrees up with, what do you use, 7 to 9 caster back?
6 is your standard that we run. You know, again, on a stock axle, when you lift it and you lose caster, well, if you want to get caster back, your pinion angle is going to go down. So that's a lot of what we do, is, you know, maximizing your angles and caster. So we're almost always adding a little pinion and caster to what an OE setup